Good afternoon, Merrimack Elementary. Maybe if you subscribe, maybe getting this a little bit early, as we know we don't have school tomorrow. Teachers will be here, but without school, we're making this just a little bit early to make sure it's ready for everybody tomorrow. As like I said, we won't have schools. We're getting ready for conference week. So really, the week of conferences, which is taking place starting next week, is really going to be the highlight of my message today. Give a little bit of information, kind of highlighting some of the progress on the gym. That'll be pretty quick, and then also finish with just getting everybody ready for Halloween. As I know some of our students and you guys are probably, if you haven't already thinking about what you're going to buy with regards to the Halloween costumes for this year. So conferences, parent teacher conferences are starting next week. They will run throughout the week. A lot of times our evening conferences really take place, the big chunks of them will take place on Tuesday or Wednesday, but we try to be flexible and work around meeting the needs of our families. And if that works better to be on Monday, if it works better to be on Thursday, we can do all those things. But it's just a big time where we try to be flexible. They may have some before school, they may have some even during school at times if we don't have another way to do it. We have the Zoom option, lots of different ways that we can try to meet all of the needs of the families and do whatever works best for you, so we can make sure we're keeping you guys in the loop of everything that's happening here at school with your child. So you should have already heard from your teacher, should have all those things set up. If you have questions or need any adjustments or anything, please, just let them know and we can work around a lot of those things. It is hard to believe that it is already about through first quarter. This time flies when you're having fun. I guess it just feels like we were just starting the other day, and now here we are, already one quarter of the way done, and really already thinking about parent teacher conferences. It just every year seems to get just a little bit faster. So again, those will be starting on Monday, and you should already have all those times and everything scheduled. But just want to make sure that some of those things are clear. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to your teachers as we get ready for all those fun events next week. The other part that's not, it's tied to parent teacher conferences, but not directly, part of the conferences, which is Thursday will be an early release day. So just a reminder that I know that's going to catch some people by surprise. We'll try to get a reminder out next week, but Thursday will be an early release day, which means all students will be dismissed at 1:15. We do have conferences that afternoon. So again, that would be another time people can schedule them, is that Thursday afternoon. And then the following Friday, so tomorrow and then a week from tomorrow, there will also not be any school. So that Friday, for the next 2 weeks, there will be no school on either Friday. But the Friday after conferences is that conference compensation day. So as the teachers have been here all week for conferences, they do have Friday off. So please know that we will have an early dismissal next Thursday and then no school on Friday. So I know that, like I said, especially the early dismissal can catch people a little bit off guard. So I want to make sure we're noting that and giving a little bit of pre-warning for as we get ready for those things. Next, real quick, the gym's moving along. We're staying right on pace, which is good. A lot of times, as anybody who's ever had big construction done or projects done, it sometimes can take its own timeline and maybe get a little bit pushed back. And we have some of those things that happen. But as of right now, it's moving pretty well. We've got the materials here, getting the roof fixed. All those things are taking place right now, and it's been moving pretty quickly throughout this week. So still fingers crossed, hoping that that we are able to stay within that 6-week time frame or so from when it first happened. And we're feeling pretty good about it right now. Obviously, there's still a long way to go. Still got to get the gym floor laid down and treated and all those good things. But we're making progress and it's staying according to that timeline right now. So we're hoping that it's not going to impact too many things as we get further into the fall, and actually hopefully to really hope it'll be done before it starts getting really cold more frequently. And finally, the end of this month, we have Halloween coming up. So, Halloween is a big event around here at Merrimack. There's lots of fun things that happen. The kids get really excited. That day is a big day. So there will be classroom parties. There's the Halloween parade and then the costumes. So just know kids can wear costumes. We encourage them to wear costumes. What we will say is please don't bring anything that looks like a weapon, anything that could be, even if it's a toy, if it resembles a weapon, we would have to hold on to that, or we would ask kids not to bring it. Anything that's too scary or gory or violent, we would also stay away from here at school. And then we do typically say not to wear anything that covers their full face. So no masks that cover their full face. So just know if you have questions, reach out. We're happy to help. I've even had kids who will bring in a picture of the costume or show me what they want it to be, and when bring it in, we can look at it and try to figure it out. We don't want to take out the fun of having those costumes that they really enjoy, but we also don't want costumes that are going to scare or have an adverse impact on some of our younger learners. So just know that we're happy to work with you as much as we possibly can. So if you have questions, like I said, don't hesitate to let us know, and we'll do that. One question that does get asked quite a bit are the blow up costumes. As long as you can still see their face, I mean, as long as they have a way to see, we make the blow up costumes work. So sometimes kids like the big T Rex ones where you can kind of see through, and those we can be okay with. But just just know that typically we do try to avoid some of the masks and some of those things. So all right. Well, I think that's it for today. If you have any other questions, need anything, just let me know. Again, we'll be looking forward to seeing everybody next week. Hopefully, this weather will stay nice. We haven't had any rain so far, and we're hoping to stay that way, at least until we know everything is settled and done and we can really get back to business in that gym. So, have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing everybody next week for conferences.